Hey guys, welcome to my channel and my first ever video on makeup. I'm so excited and thrilled to share this video with you. My name is Rikhia. I'm not a professional. I'm probably not that skilled at doing makeup. However, I have been doing makeup over the past few years on myself. Been watching a lot of YouTubers, so I hope I've done justice to this video. So if you'd like to get this look, please do continue watching. Let's get started. I'm gonna jump in with the moisturizer first. I'm using the Nature Republic Aqua Hydrating Moisturizer for my combination skin. You can use whichever moisturizer you've been using. I love this moisturizer as it hydrates my skin and gives me a lovely base. Next up, I'm going to use the SMASHBOX primer for even skin tone. I have so many flaws and hyperpigmentation and acne scars, so this blurs out my skin and gives me a photo finish. For my foundation, I normally use the NARS in number 3, that's Stromboli. I'll be just taking a few pumps of it on my hand and I'll be mixing it with the NARS Radiant Booster. It's just an illuminator, but it gives such a nice glow to your skin when you mix it up with your foundation. You can use the MAC Strobe Cream as an alternative. It's I've heard it's really good and it gives you that nice radiant glow. I'm just gonna tap it on with my fingers all over my face and my neck, and I'm gonna spread it evenly with my beauty blender. Another tip is to dampen your beauty blender before you use it on your skin, as it picks up the right amount of product and spreads it very evenly. Make sure you're not dragging your beauty blender, you're just dabbing it on in a bouncy motion to ensure you don't have lines or wrinkles all over your face, because that's gonna look very shabby as the end product. Next up, we'll be using concealers. I'm using two concealers. One is the NYX HD concealer and the other one is the L'Oreal True Match. Now you'll be wondering, why am I using two concealers? So the first one is to conceal your dark circles, your hyperpigmentations, darkness around your lips. The next one that I'll be using, that's the L'Oreal True Match, will be just for highlighting purpose, because sometimes your face looks flat and there's no definition or highlight under your eyes. I like my eyes looking a little bright, so I use two concealers for this purpose. Honestly, I picked up this trick from one of my favorite YouTubers, that's Malvika Setlani. She does this and it looks absolutely gorgeous on her, and since I've learned it, I've started trying it and it makes a lot of difference, guys. So I'm highlighting these areas with the L'Oreal True Match concealer, and also make sure that you drag on the concealer to your eyelids to give it a proper base before you apply any eyeshadow, as your eyelids tend to crease with the oil that comes out while you're doing makeup or post your makeup. So I'm gonna jump right in with the Laura Mercier Translucent powder to set my foundation and my concealer. This powder is so amazing, you guys. You have to try it to believe it. I use a generous amount around my eyelids, across my jawline and around my nose. I believe that it helps to set the foundation, and also your makeup doesn't budge throughout the day. You can also use the Fit Me by Maybelline powder for an alternative. I'm going to use a tapered dense brush just to set my face with the powder so that my foundation stays put throughout the day. I don't like going ham on powder all over my face, so I'm using this brush to ensure that I can just dab on a little bit of powder to ensure that my foundation doesn't budge. Next up, I'm going to use the Benefit Cover Gel Brow Definer. I do not go bold on my brows. I just basically enhance them. I don't think bold brows look good on me, so I just fill in the gaps and define them. I'm gonna just brush off the excess powder now from under my eyes and over my eyelids with my beauty blender again. At this point, my face feels a tad bit dry, so I'm just gonna spray the Kat Von D makeup fixer to give it some hydration. Moving on to the next step, I'm gonna bronze my face with the next 3 ways to sculpt. It just gives warmth to your makeup. It gives a nice definition around your face. If you have a round face, it looks really good. It slims your face down. A little bit around your jawline. I'll be using the HOOLA Benefit bronzer for my nose, for contouring my nose, only because the brush is so wonderful. It is so effortless to contour your nose with this brush, and also the bronzer is damn good. I will also be touching up my bronzer again with the HOOLA Benefit bronzer because it just gives a very nice glow all over your skin. Okay, as you can see guys, I've hit pan on this product. This is a palette by Maybelline for your blusher, but I use it for my eyeshadow for some reason because it blends so well and it's multi-purpose. So now you can use it for your eyeshadow and your blush on. I am going to go with a lighter shade for the transition. Yeah, I'm just going to go over my crease. I'm not going over the lid. Essentially, just dab on the little eyeshadow on the outer crease and use a windscreen motion to blend it well. The key is to blend. Just have to have a lot of patience to get a good result out of your eyeshadow. You can use any eyeshadow, but if you don't blend it well, it's not going to show up. When you take product on your brush, always make sure you dust off the excess. Do not blow into your brush because that's not hygienic. So moving on to the second color of the palette, that'll be the darker shade of pink. I'm just going to do the same process all over again with the same brush. I'm not confusing you with names of brushes and I'm not using too many brushes as of yet. However, I'll be mentioning the products and their description down below. So I've taken the darkest color of pink now and I'm just dabbing it on the outer crease area of my eyelids. I'm not taking it into my eyelids. Neither am I blending it with my crease. I'm using the same brush again. Just use circular motions to ensure it blends really well. So now I'm going to use the lighter eyeshadow which has glitter or shine on it. I'm going to spray my brush with a makeup fixer to ensure that it picks up more product because this can be difficult to work with. Either you can use your fingers for a better result, but I like using the spray because then it intensifies your eyeshadow to another level. You can do this when you use your glitter eyeshadows, essentially. I'm just blending in the glitter eyeshadow and the rest of the eyeshadow on my eyelids. Now for under my eyes, I'm going to just blend in the same colors again using this very thin small brush. I'm just connecting the eyeshadow with my under eye so that it doesn't look blank. Also, I'm using a very light hand while blending the eyeshadows. Next, I'm going to use this MAC eyeshadow. I don't know the name. It's so old. The print is gone. So I'm sorry about that. I do not like the glitter that was there on that palette. So I'm just going over my eyelids with this one. This is a very shiny eyeshadow. So it's going to do the work. To give your eyeshadow a little smoky look, you can pick up a little brown from any eyeshadow palette and go over your outer crease, outer corner of the eye. Just use the same motion again, the circular motion, with a small brush. Do not take it into your crease. It's just to dab on a little bit darker shade on the outer corner of your eye. I'm going to use the Benefit tint for my blush on, only because I have used a lot of powder, so this will give it a little dewy finish. You just have to take a little bit of product and dab it on your face. It gives a lovely glow, and also it's not powdery, so you have that lovely sheen look. Here comes a favorite part of my makeup process. That's the eyeliner. I'm using the Sephora in black. It's a liquid eyeliner. I love doing eyeliners, especially the winged eyeliners, because it just opens up my eye really well. I know this can be a little tricky if you don't have a stable hand, but trust me, if you practice, there's nothing that you can't achieve. So keep trying. Make sure you work your liner from the outer corner to the inner corner of your eyes. That way your eyes will not look hooded. Otherwise it can go really wrong. That's one mistake many of us do. Since the day I've laid my hands on the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, I've not picked up any other mascara. This is such a good product by Maybelline. They know how to make their mascaras. The formula is so good that it gives you a natural curl. It separates your lashes. It's not drying at all. You can use it for the longest time. And also it makes your lashes look really good and thick. Definitely one of the best drugstore mascaras compared to a lot of high-end mascaras. Please do ignore these funny weird faces that I have to make while applying a mascara on my lower lashes. I am sure most of you girls can relate to this, but it is inevitable. This is an additional step. I'm going to use my Radiant Booster all over again. Just dab on a little bit over my cheeks where I'm going to brush on my highlighter later, because my face looks absolutely dry and I don't like my face looking that way. You can see the instant glow that it gives. It'll look much better when I put a powder highlighter over it. You can use a little bit to highlight your cupid's bow and the bridge of your nose. I'm going in with the powder highlighter, that's the Becca Moonstone.
I just have to swirl your brush around and dust off the excess and go over your cheeks. Do not drag it down if you have some texture or open pores on your cheeks. Just stick to the higher points of your face. That's your cheekbones and the temples of your forehead. I have a very small forehead, so I'm going to go very light over that. I'm going to highlight my nose for sure because I want to make it look thinner and sharper. We are approaching almost the end of the tutorial. However, you definitely want your makeup to look well blended, so I'm using my beauty blender and I'm going over my makeup all over again. I'm gonna go in with the same highlighter to highlight under my eyebrows. Also, I'm gonna use a clean brush to blend in all the eyeshadows together. You don't want it to look sketchy and patchy, or you don't want the dark lines to be seen. I'm just gonna touch up with a little bit of the light color blush that was on the palette because I feel it's not showing up enough. I'm gonna fill in my lips with the Sephora liquid matte lipstick in the number 83. It's such a gorgeous lipstick. You can use a lip balm before you start your makeup tutorial to keep your lips hydrated. I love using these liquid matte lipsticks because I have thin lips and they make my lips look fuller and they are much more easier to apply. I also go over my lipstick with a lip liner, which I do later after applying my lipstick, as I feel that if I go messy with my lipstick, this can take care of it and I can outline my lips much better. So for the second to last step, I'm going to be using the Inglot eyebrow definer. You can use any dried up mascara if it doesn't have any residue left. This is just to ensure that it holds your eyebrows together and gives you a higher definition. Do not forget to use a nice makeup fixer to fix all of your makeup. I'm using the Kat Von D makeup fixer. It'll just melt in all the powder into your skin and give you that long lasting makeup throughout the day.
That's my final look, you guys. I hope you liked my video. If you did, please do hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to see you all soon. Subscribe to my channel and love and peace to all.